everyone, my name's Jenny. I'm here with Dixie Andelin Forsyth for A Feminine Moment. And I have a question for you, Dixie, today off of your website on the Ask Dixie page, which you have already, I think, responded to her, but I thought this is going to be a great question for all women. So
yeah, there may be somebody else out there.
Absolutely.
That concern.
Here's her question. I won't read the whole thing, but I really appreciate the time you put into answering all your questions. I admit I have one for you. How does one handle her husband having performance problems in bed? I believe smoking pot and drinking are the real suspects, but I can't tell him to stop. That's it.
Oh, yeah, she's 100% right. I mean, we have very limited information, but for those who aren't aware of it, any kind of drugs, especially pot and alcohol, majorly they block testosterone, which affects your performance. And not to mention, it's a chainsaw on your heart. It's really bad for your heart. But men who drink, sometimes when you're young, you kind of think, well, I can get away with it. As you get older, it starts to affect your performance level, your ability. And people, you know, who smoke pot and think it's great to legalize pot and all this stuff, it has side effects. It has side effects that you need to be aware of, even if you live in a state or a country where it's legal, because it will block testosterone. And so what does she do about this? She's right. She can't tell him to stop. She's not his mother. And even if she was, if he was old enough to be using it, it probably wouldn't work. So what I would do, I asked Bob about that one because he's special in chemical dependency. And he suggested that she find an article about that and show it to him and say, look at this that I found. I wonder if that's
what's going on. Yeah.
I wonder if it's an issue. You don't tell him. He has to make all of his own decisions. Obviously, men like intimacy. They do. And so it would, I'm sure it's hard on him if he can't perform well in bed. It's probably a stressor for him. He probably feels like he's not, I don't know, manly. Yeah. It affects his feelings of masculinity. So it's not pride. His masculine pride and all that. But the other thing is that he's likely, Bob said he's likely using it to decrease stress. A lot of people do. But there's other things he can do that have positive side effects. If he started exercising, for example, he wouldn't need that, and it would have other positive side effects. If to deal with stress, there isn't just one thing. It's maybe something you can grab and it seems like it's handy, but you pay a big price for it. There's other things he could do to deal with stress. And oddly enough, a better sex life would also reduce stress. Yeah, exactly. So, totally. You know, but exercise and deep breathing and those kinds of things, I know it seems like not that, you know, but it's true.
I just thought about Timeless and how if you're not reading Timeless, how everybody should pick up that book and read it, because there's everything in that book will help with this question too.
Yeah.
Your whole section on inspiring masculinity, understanding masculine pride, understanding the brain, all of it will help.
Yeah, and remember, you can give your husband helpful advice. Remember, no hinting. Guys don't get hints. A lot of women don't either, but we're better at it because we're the main ones who give the hints out. You know, I still do it. Do you?
All the time. It's how
I catch myself all the time hinting. I think, wait a minute, Bob isn't, and it happened at Christmas. You know, and I hinted for a gift. He told me to hint. And then he didn't get it after I did. And I realized I did it again. Okay, even when I was told to, he didn't get it. So don't hint.
Don't hint.
But you can say, I read this interesting, I know you've been worried about this. I read this interesting article that says this.
I like that idea. That's
Meanwhile,
great.
continue to live accepting him at face value, not looking down on him. It's hurting him actually more than you. Because there's masculine pride all wound up in there as well. So,
well, thank you so much for answering that question. And everybody watching, please like, comment, and share. And ask questions. We love answering your questions.
Yeah, we love it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.